Hello, good morning all of you. So we completed the third chapter, fiber to fabric. We are going to start the fourth chapter, very simple chapter, that is about heat. Heat. By hearing the word heat, you are thinking about what we are studying about heat. So we have to know something about the heat. So do you know how you feel heat? So during winter season, we feel so cold inside the house, and if we want to make our body as heat or body as warm, what we are doing, we will go outside and stand under the sun, so the sun can produce heat. And if you don't know about the heat, just touch one hot vessel or pan, you can see, you can identify what is the heat. Okay, so how can we identify whether something is hot or cold? By touching. Is it suitable to touch all the time? Is it safety to touch all the time? Suppose one boiling this pan is there, or one boiling this vessel is there, then how can we identify touching is safe? No, touching on identifying the heat is not safe. So we have to find out some other methods to find out the heat. How can we identify the heat? Feeling is not one of the apt method to measure the heat. Okay, so one activity is there given there in the textbook. Nothing is there. You have to take 2 mugs, 2 cup. 1 cup is with three mugs. 1 cup is with common water, and other cup is with cold water. 2 mugs. One is with common water, plain water. The other one is with cold water. Okay, so dip your hand in cold water at first. Sorry, dip your hand in the common water first. So what do you feel? Can you say whether the water is hot or cold? We can't say. There is no feeling of hotness and there is no feeling of coldness. Okay, so again, what you want to do? You want to dip your hand in the cold water. Cold water. So what do you feel? We feel coldness. Okay, after that again you are taking your hand and dipping in the common water. So what is the feeling of your hand at that time? You have the warm feeling to your hand. You have a feeling of hotness. Is slight hotness. Actually this is the hot water. The cup is hot water or cold water. That is a plain water. There is no hotness and there is no coldness. But we feel it is somewhat hot just after the cold water. Okay, that means that is because of a special feeling to our body, and it is saying that it is not the apt method of measuring the hotness. So the measuring the hotness, or the measuring, the term used for this hotness, that is called temperature. Temperature is the scientific term used for this hotness. We can use the term temperature throughout the chapter. Temperature, that is the hotness of an object. Okay, so the temperature is measured by one device called a thermometer. Temperature is usually measured by one device called a thermometer. Thermometer. So if you are feeling the temperature in your body, that means fever, what you will do? You will consult one doctor, and the doctor will check your temperature, body temperature. Okay, there are 2 types of temperature. One is a clinical thermometer. Thermometer. One is a clinical thermometer, and the other one is the laboratory thermometer, lab thermometer. Clinical thermometer to find or to measure the temperature of human body only, and the laboratory thermometer that we can use to find the temperature of all other devices, room temperature, outside the room, inside the room, water temperature, the temperature of food item, everything is measured by the lab this thermometer. Okay, so clinical thermometer, I will show you what is this clinical thermometer and others, pictures and others I will show you. And from the lab, just after the opening of the school, from the lab we will do the measuring temperature by using thermometers and others. So it is given there the figure 4.2. One clinical thermometer. One clinical thermometer, we can see a small end, a small this node we can see here. This is the node, or this knob is filled with mercury. It is filled with mercury. This level of mercury in the thermometer indicates indicates the reading. The reading of the thermometer is usually taken by this level of mercury. We can see the scales. Two scales are the Celsius scale is there. The most important scale, that is a Celsius scale is there. And one more scale is there, that is a Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit scale is also there. Okay. One is invented by the Celsius scientist named Celsius, and the other one is the Fahrenheit, the name of the scientist that one. Okay. So usually we are considering the Celsius scale to note the temperature. From the hospitals and others, they are using the Fahrenheit scale to note the temperature. Okay, in a Celsius scale, the temperature is measured by 0 degrees Celsius. So, 37 degrees Celsius is the normal body temperature. Like this we can write. 37 degrees Celsius is the normal body temperature. Degrees Celsius is the measuring. Okay, unit we are taking. So, this Celsius scale reads from 35 to 42 degree only. Okay, what is the range? From 35 degree to 42 degree only. So the doctors are not saying the temperature in the Celsius scale. They are using the Fahrenheit scale. They are saying to us, your body temperature is more than 100, 102, 120, etc. They are saying that is a Fahrenheit reading. In the Celsius reading, only 32 in between 35 to 42. What is the normal body temperature? That is 37 degree Celsius. Okay, by looking the level of mercury they are saying. Then the laboratory thermometer, that is usually starting the reading from -10 to 110 is there, that we can use it to measure the temperature of the other items. You can see in figure 4.5. Temperature of hot water, cold water, etc. will measure from the class. We will do just after the reopening of the school. From the lab itself we will do this measuring temperature and others. Okay, here also the same. We can see laboratory temperature and clinical thermometer. Both are same. Mercury is using the same. In both cases mercury using. There we can see a small king. A small king we can see in the line. This king helped to prevent the falling down of mercury. The sudden falling down of mercury is prevented by this king that we can see in the thermometer. So I will show you the thermometer and how can we measure the temperature of the body and temperature of other objects by using the lab thermometer. Okay, so that's all about the today's. The remaining we'll discuss in next class. Okay.